Hello, welcome to Don't Pull the Chicken Switch, 1.5 minute nugget. Today, I'm checking in from my house here in Utah. Today's 1.5 minute nugget is entitled, Do, Try, Hard, Cheesy, Fun Things, Willie Nelson Style. Today's a special day because I'm celebrating my 100th. It's my 100th video, if you can believe it. It's also July 23rd, 2018. So 100 videos or a century seems like the appropriate day for me to live on the other side of fear with a very special 1.5 minute nugget today. So I'm about to do something that could be construed as bizarre, but very, very memorable. And I also need to give you a disclaimer that today's nugget will be longer than 1.5 minutes, slightly longer. But I'm challenging you by saying worth the watch. I can almost guarantee that. So my 1.5 minute nuggets, over 100 of them, have really been focused on not giving up on whatever it is that you're going after, what you're working on, or in the middle of in your life. The Don't Pull the Chicken Switch is about not giving up. It's about taking on your fears. It's about following through on commitments after the emotion of making that commitment is passed. Now, growing up, I have always been, for 47 years, I've been envious of those who have a singing voice. I, unfortunately, was not born with one of those voices, and I have always wanted it. I grew up doing staged settings, trying to lip sync Duran Duran, my favorite band from the 80s, and making my family, back when I was 10, 11, 12, sit through that, but I never got there. And then I also remember when I started having kids, hoping, wishing that my kids, at least one of them, would be born with that innate ability to sing. It didn't happen. Sorry, Kerrigan and Kieran and Kimball. I wished for that, but it didn't happen. So for today's video, celebrating 100 videos, the name of the nugget is Do, Try, Hard, Cheesy, Fun Things, Willie Nelson Style. So I'm going to sing about chicken switching. And I'm going to do more in kind of the Weird Al Yankovic version of chicken switching. Now, out of the thousands of possibilities that I could sing with a song related to chicken switching, and I believe I looked through all sorts of options, and believe me, I wanted to choose Duran Duran or the Beastie Boys or something like that from the 80s, but you know what ended up happening? Willie Nelson ended up providing the best song to sing about chicken switching. And of course, it wouldn't be complete if I didn't have some sort of garb. I looked for some braided items or hair like Willie Nelson, but I'm going with a little bit of something from the 80s here to make up my garb. So here's Don't Pull the Chicken Switch with me playing the piano, Willie Nelson style, to one of his songs from the 80s. The chicken switches I pulled before, who've traveled in and out my door. I'm glad you came along. I dedicate this song to all the chicken switches I pulled before. To all the chicken switches I pulled before. And may I say I've learned a lot about life from you. For helping me to grow, I owe a lot, I know, to all the chicken switches I pulled before. The temptation of chickening out is always blowing. And every time I tried to resist, I felt the pull of chickening out continuing to blow, and I sure carried me along to resist. To all the chicken switches who've shared my life, who now are tempting elsewhere in life, I'm glad I've learned to resist your voice, your vice. I dedicate this song to all the chicken switches I've loved before. The chicken switches who once appeared to care for me, who filled my lies and nights with fake ecstasy. You once had a place in my heart, yet now I have replaced that part with discipline, integrity, and the 7 steps to less chicken switching. For all the chicken switches I've loved before, you are now a marshmallow I no longer ingest, and say to you, I persist to resist the stinky jest of the shiny chicken vest. And so I say to all chicken switches out there, watch out, I'm coming for you. Have a great day. See you next time.